Welcome to Stormwater Drainage Solutions. In this video, we're going to be showing you the building process of a simple open French drain that you can easily DIY at your own home or on your own property. Now, this open French drain consists of a couple of parts. The beginning of this open French drain has a 10-foot blind inlet. So that is just stone encased with fabric with no pipe, and then the pipe starts. The very beginning of this run has a clean out opening, and here in the middle of the run is also a clean out opening. So there are two access points to this French drain. That serves a couple of purposes. One, it's used to get video down in the system. The other reason, of course, is if it ever does need to be cleaned out, it can be easily accessed. And the tops of these access points are grates, which will allow airflow into the system in the dry season, so that it can dry out the system and inhibit root growth if roots were to ever get into the system. Now, an open French drain is one of the best ways to collect both subsurface and surface water, as the entire drain can allow water to come in from the top because there is no grass or anything else on it. The water can flow freely through the stones and get into that pipe and flow and be carried away. So let's go ahead and get started. So the beginning of this French drain run starts with a 90-degree elbow that shoots that pipe up to surface level so I can bring it to grade, and then I just have a 4x4 grate that just sits on top of that, and it just acts as an access lid. That's all this is for an access point. Now, you can see I have the hose running way over here. Now, when I built this system, I didn't have enough fall to be able to put this 4-inch perforated pipe all the way to the end right there. There was not enough fall to be able to get it. The farthest I could get it was up to this point here. So what I did was I put a vein of stone encased with the geotextile filter fabric right through this area, all the way to the end right there. So as the water runs right here, it's entering this vein of stone that's surrounded with geotextile filter fabric. Remember, the fabric is just a soil separator that keeps the dirt and the soil from mixing in with the stone. That way the voids in the stone, all these voids that the stone creates, can be open so that water can flow through them freely. So the water, this whole area right here, this strip can collect the water, and then once it reaches this point here, that's when the pipe starts. So if you look down in there, you can see the water entering our perforated pipe. So now the water will begin to enter the French drain, the perforated pipe that I was able to get below grade here in the ground and keep my slope and my pitch of that pipe flowing in the direction of the discharge. So let me take you to the front here. So now it's a 4-inch pipe all the way through here, as you've seen in the video. And we have that secondary opening access point, and you can see that water flowing through there. So that water is flowing through a vein of stone first, then it's finding its way into our perforated pipe, and then it's flowing through the pipe. Now the French drain stops right about here, and it switches to solid pipe. We have this downspout downstream of our French drain, of our perforated pipe, because you never want to combine the two. You always want them separate, or you want your downspout to be downstream from your French drain. So that French drain pipe Y's in to solid, and then it's solid pipe all the way through here. And that's our discharge end right here. Now the flow obviously is very weak because it's just a garden hose, but on a heavy rain, this thing is popped up and it is just gushing water out of here because that entire French drain is able to collect water. When installing your French drain, the very first thing you want to do is identify the low point and dig your trench through that low point. You will then use a geotextile filter fabric to line that trench to separate the soil from mixing in with the stone over time. You next want to make sure that your trench is a flat bottom trench. sloped in the direction you want that water to flow before putting your fabric or your pipe or your stone in. This is very important. Once all that is set, go ahead and put the pipe and stand on that pipe while you are putting your stone in. You want to make sure to do this so that the stone does not go underneath the pipe and throw off the pitch of that pipe, because then all your hard work was wasted. Once you have done that, you have two choices with the dirt that you have taken out of that trench. You can either haul that dirt away and get rid of it, or you can utilize it somewhere else on your property. What we did in this situation here was we put the dirt towards the house and we sloped that dirt towards the French drain. That way, any residual water that falls near the home will then be carried towards that French drain, and then the French drain will then discharge it and get rid of it. So we just use that dirt to essentially make the swale on the side here bigger and better. You will notice there are two different types of fabric here on either side of this open French drain. Now, the fabric on the left-hand side is a woven textile fabric. That's the one with the green pinstripes in it. This fabric does not allow water to get through it very easily. So we put this fabric up against the house on the side that is sloped towards the French drain. That way, water that lands on this side will travel down that fabric and enter our open French drain. The fabric on the right-hand side that does not have the green pinstripes, that is geotextile filter fabric, and that is non-woven. That fabric allows water to go through it and enter the French drain. It is very important when you're building your French drain, you use the right type of fabric. Make sure you use a non-woven geotextile filter fabric, a low ounce fabric. The thinner, the better. Now, this fabric, there's loads of them on the market, so you do want to make sure that you get a high quality one. So search around and test different fabrics. While running the hose, I inserted my camera inspection snake into this system. That way you could see how water enters in a French drain. Now you will notice here that the pipe begins to sweat and drip around the edges, but ultimately the bulk of the water enters in from the bottom. And as that water builds up and saturates the ground around that French drain and is traveling through the voids of the stone at the bottom, it ultimately finds the pipe, because the pipe becomes the largest void in that trench. Water is going to always take the path of least resistance. Whatever path is easiest for water to travel, that's where it's going to go. A pipe being put in stone creates a large void. It creates a big space for water to easily find and travel through. That is how a French drain works. All right, guys, well, that just about does it for this video. I hope you gained a little bit of knowledge from watching it. And if you did, give us a thumbs up. It really supports us. It supports the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get to them and answer them. And if you need French drains or yard drains in the Tampa Bay area, give Stormwater Drainage Solutions a call at 813-614-3456. We got you covered. And until next time, this is SWDS signing off.